What's up everyone, it's Ojh and we're back at it again, and in this video we are going to take the most reliable undead leader Baron through a level 27 Gnomeregan dungeon. Obviously Gnomeregan being home to the most annoying, the worst boss in Warcraft Rumble history, the second boss, the Electrocutioner 6000. We will get to that in good time, but firstly the deck. We've got Baron, then we've got Ghoul in there as our main tank, we've got Necromancer as one of our main damage dealers, spawning these skeleton mages, Quillbore in there for our unbound tanking. We got sappers in there, which don't play much of a part in this, apart from on the second boss where you really need to get those siege towers down. Chimera with the double poison talent, and finally we've got Pyromancer with the Pyroblast talent. So the relics that we've got then, we've got the Bloodshot Greaves, so whenever there's 3 or less active minis on the map, they gain Bloodlust. We've got Ranger's Flask, so ranged minis attack 33% faster, and finally we've got the Arachnid Whistle, so playing your leader summons 2 Spiderlings. Average level 25.1. This is a level 27 Gnomeregan dungeon. Average cost 3.1. Let's get straight into it. Okay, first boss then. So the tactic here then is always going to be to send something down the left lane straight away to go and claim or contest that chest, because if you're not fast, you are last, and those chickens would have taken us out. And we also, if you send something that's not too quick, you'll get that immunity belt as well. So when that rocket lands, you won't get smashed off the map. So the aim of the game here then is going to be to get every single one of the gold chests, take that central meeting stone, get as many of the immunity belts as possible, and then the ideal push is, once we've got that central meeting zone, we'll be set up a Chimera to head to the right, get the protective belt that spawns on the right, which is on screen now, or the area is on screen now, and Chimera with one of the immunity belts is absolute MVP. We'll solo this boss. Yeah, nice one. So we've made a decent start there. We've managed to get that central meeting stone already, which obviously also grants access, or quick access, to both of the gold mines, which is only going to work in our favour. I think that Necromancer is about to get smashed off the map. Not even smashed off the map, just got smashed to pieces. Pyromancer with the same fate also got smashed to pieces, but we did manage to get that gold chest on the left. And then now, if Chimera would have gone right, that would have been good, but instead I sacrificed the Quillbore just to get that belt for no real reason. It probably wasn't that important to get it, but we had some gold in hand, so we did that. So now we've got that central meeting stone. It'll be just a case of defending that. Keep sending minis up the left side. That's what I tend to do for the timing of when the belt spawns, or to contest and win as many of those gold chests as possible. And then a Chimera off to the right. There's been a little bit of a gap in time, and I've timed it just perfectly to get that immunity belt, and he's going to do great work on the boss. So the boss is going to do that spinning attack, which knocks the Chimera back. Flying minis cannot get knocked off the map on this one, so really good on this boss, but flying minis do absolutely nothing for you on the last boss. So on the left, I played a Quillbore then to stop the Safe Pilot getting that immunity belt, because Safe Pilot actually, when she's walking around, can be quite annoying to get rid of. I've timed a Chimera going right, absolutely perfect. Yet again, another immunity belt on the Chimera. Chipping away. Boss is covered in poison, and to be honest with you, with a minute to go, this is done and dusted. We're just kind of going through the motions now. So what we got there, we got a Necromancer, a Ghoul. We've cycled back round to another Chimera. We'll play the Chimera out to the right to get the immunity belt. But like I say, with the size of the push we've got coming in on the left anyway, this is as good as over. So with over 30 seconds to go, really straightforward. Let's look at the most annoying boss in the whole game. Right, here we go then. Worst boss in the entire game. Absolutely hate this boss, but here we go. So I've got sappers in my opening hand, so I try and sneak them down the left-hand side, and they get immediately smashed by a Mountaineer that's followed up with a Harvest Golem. So for many of you, this will probably be a familiar sight, that Mountaineers are cropping up left, right and centre, always supported by Harvest Golem, probably be a Darkspear Troll at some point. This boss is so annoying. Anyway, we've got a Chimera coming down on the right. Going to do a good job of taking out all that jazz. A Darkspear Troll has appeared, and I was considering playing a Quillbore on the left, but the Siege Tower had already locked onto our Necromancer, so I thought better of it. So the aim of the game here then is going to be to sneak as many sappers through as you can. Even at level 24, they do a reasonable job. They don't quite take out the tower, so you are going to need 2 rotations of it. But 2 sappers plus a ghoul smacking away has given us that tower on the right. And now, as always, we've got a load of defending to do. Because, surprise, surprise, there is another mountain here and a Darkspear Troll just wandering down. But once you've got one of these towers, it will give you at least access to a bit of the gold. I've had to sacrifice a Quillboar to stop that little pink, that little purple head thing, mini, reclaiming that tower. So I think we've just about consolidated the tower on the right now. That should be ours. Gives us access to the gold on the right and should make contesting the chests in the middle that little bit easier. Going to soak a bit of harvest golem damage, but it's all for the greater good, because I do want to push left and get this left tower as soon as possible, because I find with a number of these fights that it goes to overtime. So I played that ghoul in the central lane to try and distract the siege tower on the left, which just didn't quite work. I say it didn't quite work, it didn't work at all. But we have got a kobold mining on the right, and we're going to set up a little defence on the left. And if we're any good here, I mean, here we go again. What we got? Mountaineer, harvest golem, troll, and a kobold. Out of nowhere. This boss, as far as I'm concerned, look, and we finish this, and it's a simple enough run, but as far as I'm concerned, this boss is a little bit busted. Anyway. So we've played a ghoul to try and tank for all of the push that we had. The ghoul walked immediately over to the Chimera, so now the Chimera's getting smashed with the rockets, and that's that entire push gone. Well done, ghoul. Thanks very much for that. So this might be some opportunistic sappers coming down here, which it will be, and with their turbo-boosted, rocket-powered speedy boots on, they get there quickly before they take any damage at all. And yet again, like the right tower, we've sent in a Quillboar to take out that little purple head thing to consolidate that tower. Now we've got both towers. And it's really important that when you are about to get one of the towers that you don't push too quickly. Otherwise you will lose the, you will not consolidate that tower and it won't have time to fully regenerate. So we've just about lost the tower on the right. But we're going to quickly send some sappers in. Ghoul, Quillboar to win that back. And then hopefully, with the aid of us having some minis now being able to cross the bridge without getting blasted, that we can get some of them gold chests and try to not fall behind in the economy war, because that's what's going to kill you in this one. You're going to, if you defend too much and if you're not getting any of the gold chests or any gold mining done, you're going to get overrun very, very quickly indeed. So we're just about getting that siege tower back on the right, and now it's just a case of trying to get a bit of a push going ourselves, which normally looks like a Chimera out wide on one of the sides, which is exactly what we've done there. Paramount's are doing a good job getting that chest for us. That'll be really useful. So it's going to be a Chimera out wide and then a Quillboar into tank distracts, because the boss does a huge frontal blast thing. I've given up on the tower on the left. We haven't got time for that. We've got 30 seconds to go. So we've got double Chimeras. We've got a Ghoul and a Necromancer all being tanked for by the Quillboar. We need to get back to another Quillboar. That's the big blast, which takes out half that push. Then the kind of chain lightning thing that's going on. Boss turns around, locks onto the Quillboar. 2 Chimeras chip away and a Ghoul. And in the end, that was okay. We'll give it 6 out of 10. Final boss then. We've got a few minis in this deck that are no good on this one as far as collecting light bulbs go. So the sappers aren't going to help you at all. And the Chimera is not going to help you at all. But that doesn't mean that this isn't really easy. I'm sure we finished this with like a minute and a half left to go. So all we're going to do is be really, really passive. We're not going to commit too much in either lane. We're going to get our kobolds down as soon as we can. And we're going to play our minis, if we can, quite deep. So quite, maybe towards like the... not too advanced near the to the front of the deployment box, so that they've got time to wander up the map. Any light bulbs that spawn as they are progressing up the map, they'll collect them on the way. And this is just a case of not committing too much to either side, and understanding that you can't win every single bulb, but you can win most of them. So we're just going to set up a Ghoul there. We've got a Necromancer having a bit of a walk, and as we set up that Ghoul, another bulb spawns, which is good. Necromancer, who was just making its way up the left there, managed to get at least 1, possibly 2 bulbs. Gull, who's having a leisurely stroll up the right-hand side, took that first bulb, took the middle one, and he's now taking the third one. We've got one of the Necromancer Skeletons, which is doing a good job for us on the left side. And again, we're just going to set up a Necromancer on the right side to distract that Null. Pyromancer are going to get one for us on the left. Necromancer going to get one and going to get two. Baron coming in to try and keep the Necromancer alive a little bit. And we're just being pretty patient here. We haven't done anything. We've not overcommitted. We've always had gold in hand, and the boss is already down at about a quarter health. So there's no rush for us to get that bulb on the left. Ghoul can walk over and do a good job on that. Necromancer's just pinched one on the right from the save pilot, which is really, really good. And 2, 3 more bulbs possibly, and we should have this one pretty much wrapped up. So Pyromancer's going to get one of them on the left for us. We're looking a bit lightweight on the right, so we'll send a Baron down there. One more bulb, I should think. There's loads of spawned. We're going to get one on the left. There's 2 for us on the right, and that is going to be the end of that. Right, one final look at the deck then. I don't know if I found this easiest because I've done this as the final of the undead families and therefore I'd found a deck that works, or this deck is just really, really strong. I think that this is definitely going to push you to those red level, through those red level difficulties, and this is definitely going to push you to full gold if you're not already. If you have some success with this deck and if this video helped, please get down in the comments and give the video a like. And for more content like this, get yourself subscribed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.